So, bro, hey, if you accomplished everything you ever wanted, would you still be saying, I wish I did this or I wish I did that? I don't think there would be a need to. So, you know, I think the first step to accomplishing anything is believing it in your mind that you've already accomplished that, and with believing that you have already accomplished that, you believe that you can accomplish that, which leads to the fulfillment of that imagined reality. Everything starts off as a thought. Everything starts off as a belief. But the mind can conceive and believe we can achieve. See, so in order to get to where we want to go, it's not about what ifs. It's not about wishing to be there or wanting to be there. In order to get where we must go or where we feel like we want to be, we must be there now in our imagination. And we have to feel as if we are there. It's not just about saying I'm there. Actually take the steps to visualize it and feel the emotions of how it would feel if you were there. Let's say you want a mansion. Well, what color is the floor? How does it feel to open your door in the morning? How does it feel to cook some eggs in your brand new kitchen that costs billions of dollars? How does it feel to go out in your backyard and see nothing but green pastures and to have horses? And how does that make you feel? Because it's the feeling that's going to resonate. We live on frequencies. Everything is a frequency. And it's like a radio station. In order for us to obtain what we would like to visualize in the outer world, what we would like to have or what we would like to see, we must be on the same frequency as that. You know, it's like a radio station. You can't hear 98.5 radio station if you're tuned in to 92.3. You're going to hear what's on 92.3. And that also mixes in with the red Honda theory, or whatever it's called. That's what I've heard it called, the red Honda theory. The red Honda theory is once you see a red Honda, or you don't notice a bunch of red Hondas on the road, but then once you get a red Honda, now all you see is red Hondas. There's a mental, I wouldn't say a mental blockage, but you haven't planted the seeds. And the seeds haven't been given time to grow and fertilize and mature. Now we must be who we want to be in order to see it come to fruition in reality. It's not about becoming. It's not about where you will be. It's about visualization and being. This world is simply a reflection of our own inner thoughts. Every single part of it. Every single thing. If something happens in your life, it's because you wanted that to happen. That may sound a bit crazy, but there's always a choice, and there's always a way to look at certain things. There's always an ability and capability. We have the right. We don't have to be confined to the materials that we see. How many materials have been created in the past 30 to 50 years? Phones, laptops. You think those were here? Those just been here since the beginning of time? No, a man had to conceive those things in his brain. A man had to think about those things. A man had to plant the seed of creating those things. And so it became. Because the mind is the ultimate. Nothing defeats the mind but the mind. So, as opposed to trying to become something great, be great. Because the decision is forever within us. We always have the decision. And we always have the capabilities to be whoever we would like to be in every single moment. See, that's why I think Kobe's mentality, people admire Kobe Bryant's mentality. They call it the Mamba mentality. It's because he made a decision and was dedicated to it. No matter what the outside world showed him, he created himself. You know, he talks about, if you watch a documentary on him, he talks about his story, and he went from, you know, not being very athletic, not being very good at basketball, to just putting the work in. This year I'm going to work on this thing, and I'm going to be great at this thing. Focusing on that. Next year I'm going to focus on this thing and be great at that. But it's the belief that gave him the capabilities to even know that he could do that. He believed in himself. Because if he didn't believe in himself, it never would have worked. It's all about self-belief. Forever, in this moment, and in every single moment. Don't let up. We have the power, we have the capabilities. And we have this moment, in each and every moment, to visualize and to actualize. Because once you visualize it, that is reality. Once you become, you have became. And you are now being. So don't be afraid to be called delusional. Don't be afraid to go through the pains and go through the steps that it takes in order to be. Because your belief in yourself should overcome any fear from the outside world. Because the outside world is merely a reflection. And if you fear, it's because you chose to fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's an endless world of possibilities that are at our hands. And that should invigorate you. But hey, that's it, man. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love you. Catch you on the next one.